After a long year of start and stop rollouts, Playboi Carti will apparently be premiering his long-awaited album I Am Music live this Sunday. I actually wanted to make a Carti video a few weeks back because Carti said he was dropping on November 22nd, but that ended up being just a minute and 30-second track on Instagram, and then of course Carti would drop out of numerous festivals that weekend, so fans were thinking, damn, 2024 music may be cooked. But out of the blue, 5 days after the 22nd, Carti would post on his Finsta account announcing that he will be performing at Rolling Loud Miami on December 15th, and during his set list, quote, I Am Music will be played. Rolling Loud would then confirm the announcement, going even further to say that the entire album will be premiered for the first time live at their festival. But along with the big show coming up on Sunday, a whole lot has gone down regarding Carti since my last update video in September. So, with just 2 Fridays left following Rolling Loud Miami for Carti to drop this thing in 2024, let's get caught up on everything we know regarding Playboi Carti's I Am Music. Now, where we last left off with my previous Carti update video, there's a lot of talk about Carti dropping music on his birthday, September 13th, but those plans allegedly were changed due to Future wanting to drop mixtape Pluto on that date. That ended up not happening anyway. But following the news of the album not dropping on Carti's birthday, rumors then started to circulate that Carti was going to drop All Red as a single on his B-Day. And there's a lot of reliable sources backing up this information. Carti was seen a lot wearing an all red hat and filming a music video for All Red. So everyone's all hype on September 12th when Black King comes at us with a new video. New Carti announcement tonight. People were fucking pissed. The announcement would not be All Red. Instead, it would come in the form of an Instagram post and an album pre-sale launch page on Carti's website. With the Instagram post, Carti would include a lot of these music graphics I'm showing you guys right now. And some people believe that these could be potentially one of the official album covers, but I don't think any of these are the official cover, especially considering that this was multiple months ago now and we know how Carti's creative process is. But along with that, like I said, Carti put up the album pre-sale page on his website where fans could pre-order bundles for the album, pre-order merch, also pre-order the album digitally, that digital purchase. I had to get some merch. I had to get the hoodie. I kind of like the guy enough to fucking document him here on YouTube. But fans were pissed because, like I said, they've been waiting to hear All Red for how many years. They think it's finally dropping tonight. And then they get this nothing burger of an announcement with still no talks of any form of release date for this record. Legitimately, the caption would be, I Am Music, the album, link in bio. That was it. There was no info revealed other than in the shipping info section for those merch bundles I was talking about. On the website, under that product information area, it would read this: album release date to be announced. Product will ship no later than 6 months from September 12th, 2024. And that brings to around the time of March 2025. So you can see how this was a little fucking depressing. But then, suddenly, right before midnight, Carti would post on his Opium Finsta account hours after this lame-ass announcement with a picture that was clearly cover art for All Red as a single, the caption reading All Red ? Tonight ? Carti would successfully drop the song with no problems on his birthday, a rare W for Playboi Carti fans. Things usually aren't this fucking clean and seamless. But naturally, because we've been waiting on the song for so long and snippet syndrome, when it dropped, people would make these crazy ass conspiracies like, it's actually Future on the song, Carti's saying fuck you to his label, Carti's using a Future AI voice to like, he's protesting the label. I wonder how you people, are you okay today? I honestly still can't believe we even got the fucking track. I am so fucking happy about that shit. But hours after the release, Kanye would put the track on his Instagram story, promoting it as him and Carti are obviously very close, both personally and creatively. And Carti would respond to that promo saying this: can't wait to show the world what we've been working on. Obviously tagging Kanye there and confirming that Ye is either featured or played a big part in the production of Carti's upcoming album. Now, as seamless as the All Red drop was, things would start to go downhill from here on Carti's birthday, officially on the 13th of September, as Carti would announce this birthday event for the day following, the 14th, in New York. After dropping the album presale page constantly saying soon, it really seemed like Carti was going to premiere new music at this event, and in hindsight, when reflecting on the show, Carti would admit that he planned on doing so, which fucking sucks. We'll get more into this little fucking disaster in a little bit. Because then, after that announcement, Carti would post what fans thought to be the official cover for I Am Music, a direct inspiration from Lil Wayne's Dedication 3 mixtape cover art. Carti would soon shut down talks of this being the official album cover, though. Also, in this response, Carti would point to those cover arts in the announcement post for the presale launch or whatever as, like, kind of insinuating that they were the official album covers, or at least one of them was. So that's what I'm saying. Time will tell, but I really couldn't see him going with something that basic. Well, time will tell. Who the fuck knows? Because now we're officially on the day of the birthday party event in New York. And Carti starts the day off showing fans this sick-ass Pele Pele jacket with a fucking speaker on it, with the caption reading, "Collection live soon with the album, hashtag I Am Music." So things are going well. And then Carti randomly posts some screenshots between himself and Lucky. And here we enter a little beef, as Lucky apparently, a few days before this, said something on socials like crosses up, and Carti took this as him dissing him, as Carti obviously just dropped All Red, and the main fucking chorus of the song is upside down cross, tat on my neck. Like, it seemed like a fucking shot to Carti, I guess. So Carti posts these DMs from like a year ago when he dropped the Different Day song of Lucky really glazing him. And rightfully so. I was doing the same thing fucking a year ago. It's documented here on fucking YouTube. But Carti's point in posting this was, why are you dissing me in public when in private you're showing me love like that? You're kissing my ass. Lucky would respond saying that he didn't mean it to be an intentional diss, like he didn't mean it like that. But then he would get kind of sassy with it and be like, oh, sorry, he doesn't like me because I love Jesus. Like, okay, bruh. So this beef's going down. Lucky's denying it. Ken Carson jumps into the fray, saying that Lucky should have signed to Opium. And then the New York birthday show gets shut down by the New York police. The event was a total clusterfuck, according to everybody who was actually live there and in living color. I guess the capacity outside waiting to get in was just so fucking insane. The venue was way too tiny, and with things getting kind of out of control, NYPD decided to shut the event down. Carti would take to Instagram to update fans on the situation and apologize, and this is where he would also shine a light on what this event was kind of going to be, what he was going to play there. Carti would say that the cops said he would be arrested if he stepped 1 foot out of his car, and of course, the quote there, the music was gonna be insane. Obviously not a direct statement saying, I was gonna play new music for my fans off my album. I think it could be fucking assumed. But then following the event, we see that Carti was apparently at this club in New York with Meek Mill. I'm sorry, that one just threw me off fucking track. Meek Mill, Nav, and Lil Uzi Vert. And it can be assumed, at least in my opinion, that maybe a few of these guys would have been at the show as special guests hanging with Carti. When this news broke too, it's important to note that insiders claimed that both Minaj and Vitamin Jeans had been updated around this time in September. On the 15th of September, the day after that canceled New York show, Carti would post a new snippet on his Opium Finsta account. This one titled, allegedly, Young Vamp Love. That's what the caption said anyway. But goddamn, this one sounds fucking good. In the video, Carti's dancing with this little kid in a stroller. It's a good fucking time. The song sounds fucking crazy. Instrumental especially, and Carti sliding over that fucking beat. I need this one out ASAP. But following this is when news about the album specifically and all this talk where Carti keeps saying album soon, collection soon, like I Am Music soon, all this crap. That all kind of goes out the window and Carti stops talking about the album. There's been a lot of minor inconveniences around times that Carti is preparing to drop music. The 2022 arrest when Carti was allegedly about to drop the album the first quarter of 2023 last year, that comes to mind. And I really hope that this New York show, like, it kind of feels like Carti was going to drop the album around this time in September/October. He was getting really close. And then that New York cancellation just fucked everything up. He couldn't premiere shit. Like, Obviously, we don't know if it's officially he was going to drop it this time or if it's just another fucking excuse by him and his team, but it's interesting. But with that in mind, Carti kind of stops posting as frequently on that Opium Finsta account around this time before there's a pretty big dry season. But before he embarks on that silent period, kind of until November-ish, Carti would post a video where he's really just talking his shit like 5 days after that Young Vamp Love snippet. And in this video, he teases a song that fans were really expecting to be on the future mixtape, that mixtape Pluto, called Really I'm Trim. Carti put this video out on the 18th, and Future dropped the mixtape on the 20th, 2 days after. Shockingly, when it dropped, Really I'm Trim was nowhere to be seen. So a lot of fans are assuming, with Carti putting this out there himself and mentioning the track directly, that the song will be saved for Carti's album I Am Music, or potentially Baby Boy somewhere down the line. Who knows if we'll ever fucking hear it with Carti. We all know, unfortunately, how Carti's creative process can be. But like I said, this is where talks of the album really slow all the way throughout the fall to the winter. As Carti, he's posting fit pics and everything through October and early November, but it's like nothing worth substance in my opinion. He would be featured on the Weeknd single Timeless, which is an amazing fucking track. And also in October, he would make an appearance at Travis Scott's MetLife Stadium show, performing Fiend and Type Shit with Future. Later that month in October, Carti would also be featured on Tyler, the Creator's new album Chromacopia. However, he would only be featured on the vinyl edition of the record, being on the track Thought I Was Dead. All throughout this time period, too, it's not like a total dry period, I guess. Carti is posting fit pics, but it's like, I was just tapped the fuck out. I don't care. And I think a lot of fans had that same mindset as well. We were more or less waiting to see what happened at ComplexCon. Over the summer, it was announced that Carti would be headlining a 2-day festival along with Travis Scott in November. Of course, it's at ComplexCon, Saturday and Sunday, and a lot of fans believed that following this New York show, this was going to be Carti's next opportunity to say something about the album. What the fuck? Where are we going here? Give us an update. So as we crept towards that date in November for ComplexCon and Carti's show, this Instagram page, Rise of Carti, starts posting cryptic messages. The world's gonna shake soon. It's soon seen that Carti was filming a music video in a parking lot on the 8th of November. And finally, a day before ComplexCon, insiders come forward, and we've got some new information regarding the record. Leakers would come forward on the 15th of November and say that I Am Music was officially going to drop the week after ComplexCon, Friday, November 22nd. This obviously would not happen. Some people claim it was because Kendrick Lamar decided to drop his new album GNX. Maybe so, maybe it was never true in the first place. But no matter what, I guess we better talk about what the fuck happened at ComplexCon, right? So November 16th, night 1, ComplexCon, Carti headlines. Here's the big fucking news of what happened. The biggest headline would be that Carti played one brand new track at the show. Fans are currently calling it What's My Motherfucking Name, and it's believed to be produced by Filthy as well as Too Hollis, as their tags can be heard in fan-recorded videos from the show. But the song sounds super angelic. Carti would also play Fuck On My DJ again, but this time it sounded like the track has had some of the synths taken off of it. It's not, and I don't like that, to be honest with you. I thought it sounded fucking sick as fuck. I need that shit back on. But other than that, that would kind of be the biggest news about this show. Carti, he'd play the previous singles that he dropped last year in the wintertime. He would perform Timeless for the first time, but other than that, he wouldn't really say anything about the album of substance other than, quote, tonight is the night. Now, Carti would also perform at Camp Flog Gnaw the night after this on November 17th. And this would actually be pretty eventful as well, but the more eventful part of things would come after his set. So as far as important shit that happened during Carti's performance, the Weeknd would come out and perform Timeless with Carti, which is pretty cool. Carti would tell the fans in attendance, quote, I got something for you motherfuckers really soon. And then also Carti would perform Earthquake for the first time in a while, or should I say Earthquake? And that sounds fucking stupid. Earthquake. I'm not Tyler, the Creator, or Playboi Carti. I'm not gonna fucking say it. This performance was not streamed, just like ComplexCon. So all this info, same with the ComplexCon info, it's all from just people who were there in attendance and videos online. But Like I said, the real important thing about Carti and Camp Flog Gnaw would happen actually after his time on stage, as after the show, videos start circulating of Carti asking fans, when do you think I should drop the album? Look at this shit.
Y'all want me to drop the album this year or January? This year. This year. This year.
Gotta love that guy at the end there, keeping it fucking real. That was exactly me. Like, I fear if we don't get this album in 2024, we're never fucking getting it. Honestly. But following that video first gaining traction online, a further version of that video would then start making the rounds, where Carti kind of says something that's making people believe that he's gonna have no features on this record.
Carti, who featured? Who featured?
I'm trying to do this shit by myself, walking down, trying to do shit.
Now, there has been a locked list of features that insiders have sworn by for a few months now. NBA YoungBoy, Lil Wayne, Kanye. So it's pretty interesting that Carti's saying there that he's doing it by himself. Obviously, that could just be to throw the fans off and not share his exclusive feature list because these 4 fans outside of your fucking car are asking you. But we would soon learn the day following Camp Flog Gnaw that the idea of asking fans for their opinion, their input on when to drop the album, was actually the idea of Carti's affiliate Sex Is Death, as Carti would post screenshots of the two's messages on his Instagram story the day following Camp Flog Gnaw, and you could see there that it was her idea. But what was more interesting is the screenshots that Carti would post after these, where she would say, let's drop something Friday. Now we're fucking talking. Carti responded there, let's drop something Friday, seemingly agreeing with her in his own weird hieroglyphics way of fucking speaking, whatever the fuck. But 2 days after this, on Wednesday then, Carti would post on his Instagram story. He'd be really active this week, but he would post a brand new snippet on his IG story, produced apparently by Kanye. On the story, Carti would write, backdoor a motherfucker, and tag Kanye, which is why he's believed to be involved with the production of the track. And with the brief snippet, it can be heard that Lil Wayne's Red Rum is actually sampled for the instrumental. So there's so much Lil Wayne inspiration with this I Am Music era. It's very interesting. Now finally, Friday comes. And listen, I had lowered expectations. I was not expecting on the 22nd for Carti to drop the album like insiders were saying, but I was expecting a little more than what we got. Because Carti would drop a 1:25 song, if you want to call it that, on the Opium Instagram account, titled Play This. Song's not even 2 fucking minutes, and after waiting for this album for far too long, a lot of fans were just like, okay, we're fucking over this shit. Carti would pin a comment that said something along the lines of like, you can't rush art, but people were fucking tired. Carti would also put out some Instagram stories adding context to the release, saying that it's just a cool little song that he cooked up. It's not on his album. The shit on his album's crazier, but he wanted to share it because it's a cool fucking energy and everything. But most notably, Carti would post a story saying that he's super locked in, where you could hear the beat for that Young Vamp Love track that Carti uploaded to the Opium account after the canceled New York birthday event, aka the Dancing Baby snippet. So it's good to know that the song is still on the way. Hopefully it's going to land on the album. It's definitely a grail for me personally, but overall, November 22nd ended up being pretty disappointing. Then, Carti was supposed to have 2 performances overseas at Rolling Loud Thailand and Wireless Middle East, and he would drop out of those shows, specifically Rolling Loud, like hours before he was supposed to get on stage. So people were really fucking over this shit. Carti said nothing about the cancellations. He would, days after, put more fit pics out on his socials, but like I said, people were fed up. So we're all just living our life. And then randomly, the Wednesday after that weekend, Carti would put out a post on his Opium Instagram account, and he would announce that he would be performing at Rolling Loud Miami. But that wasn't the interesting part. In the caption, Carti would write, Miami 10-year anniversary, I Am Music will be played. So fans thinking, okay, gonna finally play some new tracks off the album at this fucking show. But then Rolling Loud would confirm Carti's statement and add some context to that I Am Music will be played, specify things, if you will. Writing in their tweet this, I Am Music, first time ever live, Miami, December 15th. December 15th is Sunday. Carti is headlining on that date. And the set times have been released for Rolling Loud Miami. It seems as if Carti set his plan to be an hour and 15 minutes. And with that tweet, it very much seems, by that phrasing, by the festival, for the first time ever live, that Carti is going to be playing I Am Music for the first time, front to back, for the fans. Now, that only leaves us with one issue. Well, actually two, because there's a big chance Carti fucking lied and he doesn't play anything. But the other big issue in my mind is whether or not this shit will be streamed. And unfortunately, it's up to Carti. A lot of people are like, don't know this. No, it's up to the artist. Rolling Loud obviously would want to live stream Carti's set. Can you imagine the fucking numbers that shit would go on YouTube? Come on. We'd all be fucking trying to tune in next Sunday. The issue is Carti has a history of not allowing these festivals to live stream his shows. But positive is, in the past, he has let them when he has something in mind that he wants people to hear, if he wants to be seen. So really it comes down to whether or not Carti wants to use this as a launching point to release the album. Assuming that he does want to drop the album this year still, which that's up in the air, this is Carti's last chance to be on a platform like this in front of this many fans and really do something to promo this thing and then put it out, boost those numbers up. Now, whether or not he capitalizes on this opportunity, that's up in the air. That's unfortunately, we don't know, and that's just a symptom of being a Carti fan. To me, though, like, if you don't drop this year, after all that 2024 music shit, I know he's a fucking liar. That's the thing. It's a joke. Haha. 2024 music, like, all this time, it's been over a year of him saying that. If he just straight up drops this shit in 2025, there's no fucking way. With the amount of times that Carti has had an insane amount of energy around him in this album, only to just leave and let everything dissolve without capitalizing on that massive amount of hype that he curated. To me, it's like, you gotta make this Miami show count. This is really his last shot for this year, and if he drops, if he does this Rolling Loud Miami show, gets the hype up, he only has 2 more Fridays to release this record on. He has December 20th and December 27th, assuming that Carti wants to drop on a traditional Friday at midnight like he did with Whole Lotta Red. So per usual, with Playboi Carti heading into his performance this Sunday at Rolling Loud Miami, we have no idea what the fuck to expect. Will he play the entire album in full? Will he play the same set list as Summer Smash? Will he even show up at all? Who the hell knows? But as annoying as that uncertainty is, that's why you all are here right now watching this video to get the detail. Shit, that's why I'm here giving you the details. All of this mistreatment of his fan base aside, right now, there is only one Playboi Carti. And is there a chance he doesn't drop this year? Unfortunately, yeah. But man, we're closing in on 2024. He's been teasing this album for years, and if he does drop, if he does play this shit this weekend, we are finally about to hear the album that we've been waiting on for what seems like ages. It could be the greatest end to 2024. It could be the biggest disappointment of the year. But as for now, that is everything we know about Playboi Carti's upcoming performance this Sunday at Rolling Loud, and furthermore, everything we know about his upcoming project, I Am Music. I'm definitely going to be seated this Sunday watching live, hopefully from an official Rolling Loud stream. So if you want to get my thoughts on shit when it's going down in the moment, you can follow me on Twitter at digitalxdwnld and Instagram, Casey Colkin. I really hope that the next time I come at you guys with a Playboi Carti video, it could be me talking about my review of the album. But until then, we'll see what happens this weekend, and I will see ya in the next one.